Yo, what's the deal, everybody? What's good? Here to come up with another discussion rant. Guys, first thing I'm going to say is this. If you don't have an open mind to what I'm about to talk about, then reserve your comments or, think about what you're going to say before you say it in the comments section. Because I just don't want no blind shit going on. Like blind, like, oh my God. You know, I want to talk to the gamers here, okay? Now, um, everybody saw well, not everybody, but those of you that's probably watching this video, you most likely saw my PlayStation 3, not PS3, PS4 breakdown, and you saw my Xbox One breakdown video. Um, at the time when I did that for the event, because I did it on the day of, I thought the PlayStation 4, I thought Sony did a better job. And I thought Microsoft did a good job. I even put it in the title. Microsoft's E3, conference was good. Um, Now a lot of people were saying, "Oh, they were shit" and all this stuff, but I still think they did a good job. They came there and they showed games. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, they showed fucking games. Now, the reason why I, the main reason why, and even if you go back and watch that video, the main reason why I like Sony shit better was, of course, they showed Final Fantasy or whatever, but those, I'm thinking, those are going to be multi-platform games, so it's whatever. But it was the whole thing with the whole DRM thing. But now, when I look at it now, and as of today, what they came out and said that, hey, they're getting rid of it. There's going to be a day one patch, and I do want to talk about that actually, and stuff like it's making me look at the conferences a little differently. I mean, at the time, yes. At the time, yes. Sony definitely had it because they came out and they pretty much like they put on a show. You know what I'm saying? They put on a substantial like show. You know what I'm saying? That is something that was agreed upon from gamers and the media. You know what I'm saying? That's not even arguable. But after the fact, after everything has come out, after Microsoft has changed their policies and everything, I'm not so confident that I can say, hey, Sony did a better job. Um, I really can't because Microsoft showed games. They showed a lot of games. They really did. They showed a lot of games. Whether you think those games are not for you or not or whatever, they showed games, guys. They really did. And, but still at the end of the day, I like, still at the end of the day, I'm getting a PlayStation, and I think the PlayStation is definitely gonna be better. Period. And the main reason why is because first of all, it's $100 cheaper. It's stronger. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, I know that in the long run, PlayStation is gonna have those forgettable experiences. And then on top of that, PlayStation Plus, as of right now, and especially when the new generation starts with the PlayStation and the Xbox One, will be a better service for what they offer. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, so to me, it's definitely PlayStation. Now, um, if y'all remember, I forgot what video I did it in, but I posed a question. I was talking about Microsoft, and I posed a question about, um, I wonder if this DRM stuff and the used game stuff is a can be fixed with a software update or something. And it seems as if now that that is the case. It seems as though that now that's the case because what they're saying is, I'm just going off of what they're saying. I'm looking at this very objectively. What they're saying is that when it comes out day one. you will need to download a patch. You will have to have online that first time. You have to have it. I don't understand why they would do that. I mean, from my understanding, they should clear that shit out, period, right at the beginning. But let's say that's the case. Let's say that's the case. And you need to do that. You got to apply the patch day one. You got to have an internet day one. Okay, whatever. That's cool. I'm glad Microsoft is getting rid of that shit. And I'm going to talk about something else too in a second. Um, then it shows, okay, but then it shows that that shit is software, but it begs the question, what's to keep them from reapplying it? You know, it was funny because when I told my brother about it, he was like, "I'm still not getting that shit." Even I told him, I was like, "Yeah, I'm not getting it on day one either." You know what I'm saying? If I get an Xbox One, it's gonna be after price drops and shit like that. But he was like, "No, I'm not getting that shit most likely, period," because they could impose that on us at any time. You know, and honestly, that's true. I mean, who says they couldn't? That they could do that. But I'm just kind of throwing that out there. But the next thing I want to say is related to the Xbox is that okay, they're going ahead and now they're getting rid of this DRM shit. They're getting rid of this used game shit and stuff like that. Like I said, fucking finally, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's outpour from gamers to media to the pre-order numbers most likely spoke volumes. Okay, but to me, and I've said this on Twitter before, to me, the damage, a lot of the damage has been done. Now, I'm not saying that it can't be fixed over time or whatever, but there's a good amount of it that's been done because, you know, it's like they tried to get over on people. And that shit's definitely not cool. These companies definitely don't care about us or whatever. All they care about is our money. So that's why they changed that shit. But for them to go ahead and try doing what they did so soon, you know, a lot of people took it the wrong way. A lot of people came out and talked about it, made it in the forefront of the issues, and it made them want to change the shit, change their policies. And that's great that it happened. But the thing is that what I'm trying to get at is that that's going to leave a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths, you know. And and think about like how many people have already pre-ordered PlayStations. Do you honestly think those people are going to go out and be like, you know what? Now I'm gonna get an Xbox One. Like, no, that's not gonna happen because they're gonna look at it and be like, you know what? This shit's more powerful. This shit's more powerful. It's $100 cheaper. Why not? You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna go with it. I think if Amazon held another vote today for another few days all over again with this new information that's out, I think the numbers would be closer, but I still think the PlayStation's numbers would be higher. You know, I would even say by several thousand. Uh, Definitely. But I mean that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to make this quick rant discussion about it. So let me know what you guys think. But like I said, come at this with the kind of open mind about it because I do think, like I said at the beginning, at the time, I felt that Sony did a better job. And that's mainly because they weren't doing no DRM stuff. They weren't doing no bullshit with used games and everything. And they did have a solid conference. But Microsoft, they showed a lot of games. It's just that the only downfall for me, and I even said it at the end of my Microsoft video, was that all that shit is negated if they're doing that DRM bullshit. But now, today, now that I can look back at it, and that shit's gone now, like I look at their conference now, and I'm like, wow, that was actually really good. Like they showed a lot of games, you know, regardless of what I think about each game. Like, they showed a lot of games, and they have something that can appeal to a lot of people. They really do. Um, the next thing I want to say about this too, and this is the last thing. Actually, I'm curious. Yeah, I'm curious on a little bit longer. Next time, they need to really listen to motherfuckers before they do anything this ridiculous next time. And like I said before in previous videos, do I think we're eventually going to get to a point where Microsoft was doing their thing, where they were trying to take their policies? Yeah, I think that's going to happen eventually. But the thing is like I said, it's too soon. And they weren't listening. They weren't listening whatsoever. And they did the reveal. They went through E3. Even after E3, they had like guys like Angry Joe and a whole bunch of people meet all the media, gaming media, and all this shit, doing all these interviews, and they're sitting there trying to break down their questions and explain the policies to them. But guess what? All that shit is bullshit now. It's gone in the fucking wind. It's useless. Those videos are dog shit now because all of it's gone. Like, there's no DRM, there's no fucking use game shit. It's like it's just a big waste of time. They they had those motherfuckers at Xbox waste their time, and they had people that were doing these interviews waste their fucking time. They need to be smarter about this shit and understand that, look, there's a lot of motherfuckers complaining about this shit, and our pre-orders aren't looking too good. We need to fucking change something before we get to a big ass event or start answering a whole bunch of questions about something that could possibly be wiped off the fucking slate. But anyways, I'm done. That's all I wanted to say, guys. I'll holler at y'all later. Um, I'm still rendering out this Fishman Island fucking video for One Piece. Oh my god, like, you have no idea. It's a beastly ass video though. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.